All right, big builder for the day. It's going to be a bench press, keeping it simple. I'm just going to leave the camera running. I'm going to show you how I warm up from my very first rep into my first maybe 2 working sets. My plates are 35 pounds. Somebody's going to ask, how come I got 35-pound plates? Because I got a good deal on them, so I got 35s instead of 45s. Ultimately, I will get more equipment. I'll get nice 45 pounds iron clanging and banging. But for now, this is what I got. Weight is weight, right? So, got my shoulders warmed up, couple push-ups, couple random little things. First warm-up set here. I'm just going to rock out. It's a heavy day. We got about 6 sets of 4. That does not mean max. It's heavy. It's not max. This is my first upper body session of this program. So I'm probably going to keep the weight for sets of 4. I know at 80% I can do about 8 reps. So I'll probably be in that 70-75% range. And I'm going to go by feel. If you don't know exactly what your max is, go by feel. On a scale of 1 to 10, it should feel like a 7, 7.5, 8. That's it. Okay? Don't make it harder than it needs to be. Rate of perceived exertion. It works. Because it changes every day. Every day you're going to feel a little different. Everybody's going to need a little bit more or less warming up. Everybody's a little bit different. Warm up your way. I typically do 3 or 4 warm-up sets. Sometimes I need more. Sometimes I might need 10 warm-up sets. Sometimes I need 2 or 3. It is what it is. Right now I'm at 255, I'll do about 2 reps, and I think my working weight today is going to be about 275, 285 for 6 sets of 4. Feels pretty good. There's 5s. I'll stick with 275 and climb from here throughout the program. 275, first set. It's really tough not having a workout partner, less energy, less motivation. I purposely don't have the music on, so it's a little bit more clarity talking to you. But I really like 1 or 2 other guys. If you have a group of 3 people, to me it's perfect. You have a spotter on each side, 1 guy works, 2 guys rest. You switch and you switch. That gives you essentially a 1 to 2 or a 1 to 3 work ratio. It's more of a 1 to 3 work ratio because there's a transition time between each people getting in and getting out of the equipment. So I'm working by myself. I know I'm at a weight that isn't that hard, so I don't have to have a spotter. I'm not even going to push myself to that limit. I'm not even like leave 1 in the tank. I'm like leave 4 in the tank. That's where I'm at right now. Number 2. Oh, 2 down. 4 to go. Bench press, 275, 6 sets of 4. I'm going to go to incline bench press next. And I'll do about the same. I'll lower the weight about 20% or so. It'll be around 2 to 225-ish, something like that. Same kind of set and rep range. And then that'll be our builders for the day. And then I'm going to do 2 or 3 refining exercises, a little more dumbbell and body weight in nature. Remember, 3. Three down, 3 to go. All right, 6 sets done. Moving on to incline. Feel pretty good. I'm going to start at 205. I went from 275 to 205. You do the math on that, because I'm not. Ain't got no time for math. Mathematics, percentages. Does this look like friggin' algebra class? 4 good ones, under control. All right, 225. One down, 5 to go. I highly recommend you have something to put little check marks on. I always lose track. Anything over 2 or 3 sets, I don't know where the hell I'm at. Happens all the time. All right, that'll be a good weight. Don't want to go too hard. Let's get it done. Three down, 3 to go. I'll knock out these last 3 sets of 4. Remember, you don't want to start too hard. This is week 1. Make sure there's plenty left in the tank so there's room to grow. You go too hard, too fast, stall out, get hurt, plateau. Nothing good comes out of jumping out of the gates too fast. Unless you're Steve Prefontaine. 2 more. Usually I like to leave the last set as a challenge set or a fortitude set, whatever you want to call it, where you just go balls out on the final set. But I'm not even going to do that in the first week or 2. I'll save that, and that'll be something that we're going to creep into a couple weeks into it. Just leave it as it is, a couple sets of 4, knowing that you have a handful of reps left in the tank. Flat bench and incline bench done. Moving on to our refining exercise. I'll knock out some dips. When doing those dips, make sure you don't let your shoulders roll forward at all. Don't let that roll happen. Keep them back and go here. Don't allow that to happen. I don't know if you guys can see the difference there, but that's important Keep your shoulders pinned back. Dip, 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 as low as you can go without pain, without letting that shoulder roll forward. When that shoulder comes rolling forward this way, you're begging for a problem. It's like that glenoid, the head of that humerus, and here's your shoulder. When it starts pushing forward into that socket, there's going to be big problems. So keep those things back. If you could look up Donnie Thompson's bow tie, that's what that product does, is it puts pressure, bringing them back here. You want those shoulders back. Think, come back here, and don't allow that, especially under pressure with the dip. It'll destroy your shoulders. Anyway, maybe I don't need that. Yeah, I don't need that anyway. Screw that pad. This is enough. This makes for a pretty good preacher curl. Just enough padding. Preacher curl or concentration curl. Now, I can totally see from an outside perspective how boring this is. So, I don't know, you guys want music and all this shit, you know, we can do that, but hopefully you're learning little nuggets. Maybe not just this video, but I'll do the best I can with the help of your questions. Let me know what you want me to talk about, what you want to learn, where your problems and issues are, and I'll expand on that stuff. But right now I'm just going by me and what I'm doing. So hopefully you get something out of it. I know there's all kinds of videos out there that get millions of views, and it's got good beats and hip-hop music, and everyone's bouncing, titties and ass just rocking, and doing Sean T with his hip-hop abs, and everyone's doing something cool and fun. And that's the entertainment aspect, but everybody's into something different. You want to learn, or you want to party, or whatever it is. So let me know how I can make it better for you. I'm just going to knock out a bunch of these dips and curls, something like 5 sets of 10 each, and then I'm going to do some band pull-aparts and maybe some banded flies. Really simple stuff, nothing crazy. And that's it for today. Thanks. Later. All right, one way to kind of finish up, I'm going to do some band work for some pull-aparts and maybe do a couple flies or something like that. Just nice and easy, work my shoulders up. I have one band attached to something, top of a rack or something like that. I'm going to grab it in a little triangle like this. You have to kind of play with it to find the right position. This is it. Pull apart and pull back. It's kind of like a two-dimensional band pull apart. Pulling back and apart. When you can't get them good, you just step forward a little bit. Change your grip a little bit when you need to. Shoulders on fire, look from that. You want to get high reps, that's a 15 to 25 or so.